All right, we're back. Daily Deposits, episode number 15. I know normally David does the intro, but we're going to work on, some team work here. So you're here, Troy Alsobrook, my man.
My name's David Thomas.
As always, we're getting into another episode of Daily Deposits. David's got a few things he want to talk about today, or he wants to talk about today. I'm sorry, that was terribly delivered. Again, I normally don't do these intros. But he's got a few things he want to cover. We're going to share those. We'll get into, all the topics as well as some other topics. DT, my man, what you got running today?
First of all, great job on the intro.
Tried it. Try my best.
Hey, but that's why we're here. Way to put me on the spot. But yesterday, your boy turned 37. Had a chill birthday, chilled, went to the beach. Oh, I caught some. Let me show you this real quick.
Happy birthday, number one. I totally forgot that on the intro, bro, but
it's all good. So just to give a backstory, that's where my topics have come from today. I want to share some things that I learned from 36 to 37. But look at these sunsets, bro. And I'll show you. Oh,
yeah, you posted those today.
Yeah,
I saw you post that this morning. And we'll put that somewhere over here so you can see where'd you go for that one?
Just Santa Monica.
Okay.
Santa Monica.
The most crowded spot?
It wasn't too bad. I took this one with the camera.
Oh, you were out there for jiu-jitsu already?
Huh?
That's like postcardish. You were already out there for jiu-jitsu, right?
Santa Monica? No. Me and Kai caught the bus out there, or the train, because the train goes straight to...
Oh, I thought I talked to you and you were at the gym or something.
Possibly. But that was sunset. So when you talked to me, that might have been in the morning. And then I went after Kai got out of school.
Fire trip, man. Good dad. Good father right there. That's a good father move right there, bro. You spent your birthday?
Well, I mean, I would normally... So normally I take my birthdays as my one day to be selfish. And I kind of go off and do my own thing because I recharge by being by myself. Even though I have, my family, but I feel more recharged when I can spend some time with myself, can reflect, because it's hard for me to, like, say if I'm with you or with the kids, it's hard to not put my attention on them. Mm-hmm. Just the cost of being a giver or a I'm not sure what the word would be, but I can't really recharge with others. Like, I need to be by myself. So I usually take that as a time to, like, go by myself and not feel bad about it because it's, like, my birthday,
Solidarity, bro. Yeah. That's all you need.
And it's also a big difference from how I used to spend my birthdays, which I would use my birthdays as any reason to do some...
The hall pass birthday, bro. We talked about that last time. That hall pass birthday. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah. So now when my birthdays come around, I try to just take a moment, just go for a walk, go to the beach, hang out by myself. I want to do a hike, but
I think that's your fear, bro. I think you're scared of the hike now.
Scared of the hike.
We've been talking about the hike for a minute, bro. We've been talking about the hike for a while.
You're right. And that's why I just went to the beach. So let me get outside.
In the gym for jiu-jitsu.
Huh?
You got me in the gym to try a jiu-jitsu class before we got you to a hike.
I mean, okay, for the record, you're making it seem like I've never been on a hike. That's not true. We've been on plenty of hikes. I got pictures to prove it.
He ain't been nowhere, bro. He gotta get to the real ones.
You might be right. But it's a timing thing also.
Yo, speaking of that, I saw a rattlesnake, bro.
Oh no, you tripping. See, you want me to go on a hike.
Yeah, bring your ass out there.
You want me to go on a hike and see rattlesnakes
there, man. It's bro, what it showed me is that like it was just in the middle, right? It was in the middle, and I was pretty much immobilized for a little bit. I started recording them, but it showed me, like, bro, even the smallest thing can, like, take you down in nature. Pause. Take you down is crazy. But even the smallest thing in nature could affect you somehow, some way. Sorry, guys.
Yo, you and Twan with this pause thing. Like, I don't know what it is. I mean, I know what it is. I get it, but it seems like it could be anything you say, and it's just pause.
Bro, take you down is insane. I'm pausing that every single time, dog. Take you down is wild work. I'm not. Nah. I can't move on in a conversation with that one, dog. I'm sorry. I can't move forward with that. Take you down in nature was a wild. I'm sorry to y'all for even saying that. That was by far the wildest thing that could have came out of my mouth. But
bro,
let's focus on your birthday, man.
I didn't even catch it though. That's the thing. Like, you said it, and I'm just like, yeah, okay,
yeah,
cool.
But the people that are gonna catch it, I don't want them to feel like I'm not playing for that team, dog. Wrong jersey, man.
Okay, I want to know who would be the person that would be like, yo, he said, oh, he taking people down in nature. Who would say that and be like, you know what?
I don't want to know that person. That's what I'm saying. So I'm making it very, very clear, and I'm saying pause up front.
So are there people that would take that and be like,
yeah, they in West Hollywood. What you mean? What? You know where they at. We are in LA, bro. You know exactly. I gotta make that very clear. Not that I have anything against it. You know, I got friends, even little dude that just gave me the keys to get in. But you know, I'm again. You know, I'm on the other side of the fence.
Oh man.
Grass is only greener where you at. But anyways,
I've never said pause.
Don't say that again, bro. Don't say that again. You know who else never? I'm not even gonna go there. He's in jail for 50-something months right now, and he's really good at music. But we'll leave him there. But allegedly, by the way, I don't know what he did and what he didn't do. But I think getting out in solidarity on your birthday is great. We're so used to, you know, making these plans, especially when you're younger. Making these plans of, man, I can't wait for my birthday. We finna go crazy. Like the time we went to San Diego. I don't know what age that was. Was that 25 or something like that? 20, somewhere around there.
Had to be. 25,
26?
2016.
Yeah, dang. So that was 27. Yeah, because that was definitely 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was February 2016. And that was like a whole like shebang, bro. We went to the club. We had a couple Ubers going back to back, just running all around San Diego. That's how Dave used to get down. You see this change guy now, but the guy before.
Yo, I think that was the first time where you like looked at me and you were like, you got chill. Like,
oh, did I give you that? Oh yeah, you really had to chill then. If it came from
you're like, nah, Dave.
Oh, bro, if it came from me, you really had to chill. You're really wilding. I just remember us trying to get from one club to the other or something like that, and we couldn't get in one. And
rented the house.
Yeah,
the house was full of people.
House full of people. I went outside.
That's probably why people can't rent houses in Airbnb now and have more than 5 people now, or whatever the rule is.
We have people in the garage.
I mean, the way they marketed it was a game room in the garage. There was pool table, dartboards, games.
It was a fun ass house, bro.
Yeah, it
was a very fun house.
Yeah,
I remember that was a great time, bro. I don't even know how we chose rooms at the end, but
it didn't matter at that point. It was just
because at one point, bro, I was outside. Like they had outside patio furniture. At one point, I was outside. Yeah, that was a. That was a wild time, bro. But hey, we're not 27 anymore. He's 37. I'm 36. Bro, I was honestly thinking earlier too. I was like, damn, David has a unique life. You're one of the one people, and I would only think about this on your birthday. You're one of the few people that has probably endangered a life and also saved the same life. Like, bro, I almost got chipped at your graduation party in high school.
Bro, how long are you gonna hold this over my head?
But nah, it's crazy because I feel like that kind of came full circle from you like telling me, yo, bro, get sober. You know what I mean?
So for the people that don't know what that means,
Yeah.
What happened at my graduation party?
So David had some fellers that got kicked out of the good old graduation party.
I'll correct you after you could tell your story, but go ahead.
Yeah, because I wasn't there. I just remember what happened to me. But this is we're gonna add this up. So a couple guys who were up to no good started making trouble in the neighborhood. I had a sidekick and I got in one little fight, and I got scared. They started shooting and whatnot. They shot all the windows out the car after a little tussle, basically I didn't get hit. I didn't get hit by a single bullet. And that's why I feel like, that's why I thought about that today, bro. I was like, damn, I didn't get hit by a bullet. And now David's, we talking on the podcast. Like, what is my purpose? Like, I was supposed to expire that night, bro. I was supposed to be spoiled milk that night, and I was not. So, in my recollection, I pulled up. No one told me how rowdy it was. Ain't nobody telling me I had to kick nobody out. They pulled straps, and they tried to chip your boy, but I'm unchippable, bro.
Are you done holding that over my head now?
I'm not holding over your head. I just thought it was amazing that you made such strides and such back strides, I guess. This is
why do you think about that on my birthday though? That was a graduation party.
Yeah, I know, but I just thought about that. I was like, wow, this guy is the only guy I know that has like probably like by not on purpose endangered my life and saved it in the same lifetime. Like you could have waited, bro, to like reincarnated to do one or the other or something like that. You didn't have to do it on the same joint. Like,
all right, so let me correct you real quick.
Let's get it.
How am I responsible for putting your life in danger?
It's at your house, man. If I
get
get
hurt,
my
house.
Hey.
Okay. Now, first of all, no one told you to show up late. You showed up late.
I wasn't supposed to be there. I had a girlfriend who didn't want me to go. I wasn't supposed to go.
You told me you weren't coming. If you said if I did, it'd be late.
Kept my word.
Showed up late in the Honda.
I did.
First of all, these people never got in. By the way, they never got in. Just to clarify, everybody, I didn't just have these random people that would try to shoot my friends in my house. So let's not.
That makes sense. Never thought about it from.
So we didn't let them in. They pulled up 5-6 cars deep. They came up to the house, and we said, "No, there's no party here. Like we don't.
Smart move.
We don't know you guys." So they drove out from LA. Because they drove out from LA, they're like, "Well, I mean, what are we supposed to do now?" So they were hanging out in the front, just waiting until I don't know, go back to LA, but. They drove all the way out to Riverside for nothing, basically. So they just sat there. You pull up, being the friendly guy that you are. Oh, they must be with the party.
I thought I knew him, bro. I looked at one and I was like, man, he looked mad familiar. Which to this day, he still might look familiar. Like it still might have been who I thought it was, but it wasn't who I really thought it was. Like I thought it was one of the homies, and I was like, then he got close and it was too late. That sidekick threes. If you weren't around for those. Boy, oh boy, was Niglets getting robbed at that time. That was a whole different era.
For a sidekick.
Sidekick
Wow.
3, man. They tried to snatch it out of my hand. Me being the idiot that I am, I tried to fight for it. And one thing led to another. And, honestly, since we're on the topic, bro, I want to like stay on this topic because I always felt this way about this area. Why do we do this to each other? I know it's partly music because when I was going through that phase with my friends and whatnot, it was like heavily influenced by the music we were listening to. But like, why do we as a community continue to tear each other down? Like through gang violence, through, because when I lived off of Pico and like Robertson over there, we know what area that is. If you don't know, you can look at a map and kind of figure out, Google it. But when I was in Beverlywood, it's kind of the same situation. You have one type of people in the area, but they don't experience anything we experience. They're not gang banging. They're not trying to tear each other down. They're actually trying to build. So what stops us from, being a community of builders?
That's tough, man. It's something that I don't fully understand. Because, I lived in Carson for a while. It's funny because I think me and Twan went to the same school at one point.
Yeah, I did.
And it was just something I never really understood, whether it was the fighting, where there was a fight every single day at our school. I didn't understand why until I was actually in a fight and still didn't know why I was getting into a fight. But I was like, I guess I got to fight.
Yeah.
Because I didn't.
It's too late now.
Yeah. And there was one time I got into it, or I was, they provoked me to try to get into a fight, but I was already in trouble. My pops was like, yo, if you get into another fight, man, it's me and you.
Yeah.
And I didn't do nothing. So I sat there and just act like just let them do whatever, but I don't know. I don't know what stops that. I don't know if it's I don't want to just say ego, because that's not it. I think it's I just always attribute it to just not being happy with yourself, like to where you gotta like look at somebody else and be unhappy with them because they're doing something. Like it has to be something in yourself that's off. And I don't know if it's something that, like you said, you mentioned music, right? If it's just something that you're constantly hearing, if it's something that the only thing that you're scared to do something different. This is why we talk about stuff on this. Like I want to share that it's okay to be different. You don't have to do what hell, you don't even have to do what your mom and parents say all the time. Not as I'm talking about as an adult. But because sometimes parents don't know. Sometimes the people that you look up to as the authority, like they don't even know. So I don't know. I just attribute it to just not being okay with yourself, and not even, sometimes people don't even know if they're not okay, and that's like not having a moment of just not. I really don't know. That's my take on it. I just don't know.
So my thing is, I always feel like it is a cycle of things, right? Like going to elementary school down here in my early elementary years, it was like some of the kids, bro, you can like completely just tell that they didn't have the same, parenting or whatever their guidance was at home wasn't the same. You know what I mean? I think that's where it starts, bro. I think a lot of our community, we have kids early. Like that's just kind of like a minority thing. Sometimes we have children early instead of everybody rounding up to, what they say, it takes a village. I feel like that happens on that side of the 10, but on this side of the 10, people are either shamed or all you got is the grandma to help out, or, that's kind of it. And I don't know, man. I think it's just this repetitive cycle, but I ultimately do believe it's music, because once I realized like, I started dabbling in different things, it was like, oh, okay. Like this music don't make me feel that way.
Yeah. I think, excuse me. There's something, even if we go all the way back to learning ABCs, how we learn ABCs, it's a fucking song. It's music does something to us that I don't even think we understand. And everything is sound. Us talking right now, we're giving off a frequency. Like this is sound. So music does something else. You can take that as far as you want, and when people talk about lyrics and everything, but it could all be all the way down to the frequency of the music,
bro. Definitely, because like if you listen to a Lex Luger beat, like in like 2008, just them 808s or South Side, like bro, what?
Yeah,
I made you want to hurt somebody with no one around.
Waka
like,
Flocka.
Oh, bro, Flocky's. Let them guns blam. Bow. Let them guns blam. This a
Like-
fofo bulldog. This cannot jam. Yeah, bro. I do remember that era. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's funny you bring this up because, not to cut you off, but I wanted to share some lessons that I learned from the last year reflecting. And one of them on there was, music directly affects my mindset and my mood. And
Bingo.
the last year, now will I still listen to certain things? Sure. But I listen to music at the shop, I listen to music, like it's all around. So if I have the choice to put on music, it's been like jazz lately. It's been something that's been like, just not raising.
Even kill.
Yeah.
Like don't really raise the bar, but it don't lower it either. It don't really like put you to sleep, but it
still feels good. Like it still feels like, okay, I've been listening to some more like modern jazz, right? Or like jazz that is, I guess, modern. I don't know the different genres, but it'll have more of an electric feel to it. It's not just strictly like old jazz like our parents used to listen to. So it's a little upbeat, but then it slows down. It's kind of all over the place, but it has you.
Is it like lo-fi? Like
No. It's all, one of them, shout out to, what is it called? Moses Yuffie Trio. So it's 3 dudes and they're dope. There's one on the keys, one on the sax, and I think the other one does more of the, I don't really know, but it's all over the place. But I feel way better throwing that on than being hyped up from, Future, which I really like Future.
Yeah.
I'm a
I
like
love
like
Future.
if I need to get hyped up, I'm gonna put on some Future or something, or like, so it's still there, but I don't have it just like playing in the back for no reason, or like I don't like, if I put it on, it'd be for a reason. I'm intentionally putting it on, not just having it just playing in the back of my head just like at all times, because honestly, Future and Waka Flocka, they all had me on a whole nother level when I did drink, or when I did like, that was the first thing that came out.
That was, you're right, bro. They do, like you said, it carries that frequency. And being older, you can reflect on that. Like you said, I mean, that's exactly what you said. Being older, you can just look at things and you don't always need that pump up. You know what I mean? Like when you're younger, the first thing you do, hop in the car, turn the music up loud, and you want to hear the most ignorant song, bro. I actually sat in my own traffic because Chief Keef, Love Sosa it hit so hard, bro. I crashed my car. I was driving reckless on the 105. Didn't hit any brakes, went right in the back of 2 people. That's what happened to Altima. Altima was gone after that. Totaled that bad boy. But it was literally Love Sosa, bro. I had road rage. I looked over at somebody. I was staring at him. Went right into the back of 2 cars. So
What?
it's the music, bro. It's the music. And that's when I was like, all right, what is it about this? Like, what is it about this that made me like, this is essentially like, I'm going to call it murder music, but for lack of terms, it's like, it's aggressive, but when you need aggression. Like you said, you're going to work out. You got a jiu-jitsu tournament. You can't leave that playing in a shop 24/7 and think, we used to play that all day at Flight Club. We play shit like that and then get in the car, play more and go home,
Yep. Never ending.
Yeah, just a cycle. That's wonderful that it came full circle that I asked that or brought that up and it was on your list.
Yeah, it's directly affected me the last year, and noticed it. I would say I noticed that I'm more calm, and then sometimes, like I said, I've been reflecting a little bit more and just being okay, being silent. So I ride in the car and there's nothing going on. But it's also because I listen to music all day at the shop. So
I do the same thing. I ride in the car with my radio completely off. Like completely, it's no lights, just completely off. I've been practicing this for probably like a month. And basically what I'm trying to do is slow down my thoughts. Because it's easy for me to go turn on the podcast, right? And it's like, I laugh my ass off to Theo or find some introspective pod with, Joe, or listen to, Club Shay Shay for the, messiness and whatnot. But,
Chad's funny, by the way. Chad and...
Oh, yeah, on Nightcap.
Yeah.
On Nightcap. But the Club
Nightcap?
Shay Shay one is
okay.
that's just all just gossip going on there. But, no, I mean, hey, I ain't got nothing against it. I like it. I'm a fan of it. As long as it ain't happening to me, which at some point in life it probably will. But I say that to say I get lost in those podcasts, right? Like those podcasts almost become something I depend on. I noticed that when I, driving back and forth to Arizona, I run out of podcasts and I'm like, damn, I still got an hour left on this trip. Like, you know what? So I was like, you know what, bro? Just cut this radio off. It's pitch black out here. Just drive and just think, think, have thoughts. And ultimately that has, made me appreciate music a little bit more when I do. Like I've noticed that I always listen to like rock and stuff like that. But I noticed that like I've been going to iTunes when I do listen to music. It's usually on my computer now. And I'll find like some new band or some new, whatever, some new indie rock band. But you got on country yet? Still not there yet?
I'm not there yet. No.
Come on, bro. You gotta listen to Zach Bryan.
I'll give it a shot, but
okay, I got you.
I'll give it a shot.
I'll send you some tracks, bro.
Zach Bryan,
that is the man.
Zach Bryan.
Morgan Wallen hit too, but Morgan Wallen's I don't know, man. He's good. He's a chart topper, but I don't get the same feeling I get out of Zach. It's almost like the Kendrick and Drake scenario. Like Zach would be Kendrick and Morgan would be Drake.
Okay. I don't even know who that is. Morgan who?
Morgan Wallen.
Morgan Wallen.
Bro, yeah.
I know Shabuzi.
Shabuzi he's hard too. Pause. Yeah. But he is he is really good at what he does. Booz is really good at what he does. He took it by storm. But what's your next point, man? You can go forever.
Oh man. All right, these are in no particular order. But it touches on what we already touched on. I wrote down, it's not selfish to do things that recharge you. Everyone around you benefits if you're at your best. This one is hard to do, but it's worth it. And I think, like I said, I think everybody around you benefits when you are the best that you can be for that day. For example, I like being by myself. So that recharges me. So I have to intentionally spend time to recharge. And that means I'm able to be a better version when I am in front of you, when I am behind the chair, when I do get home. So, and it all looks different. Some days are like I take time throughout the day to be by myself. Then there's times where I'll take a trip by myself, and then there's times I'll take a day.
I was gonna ask that. Yeah. How do you decide? Like, is it based on how much time you have, like in your schedule, or do you actually put aside like, like I remember you going somewhere a minute ago. I forget what year it was, but I feel like you went to Joshua Tree or something.
Yeah,
for a few days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I went out to.
Was that because your schedule was open, or you planned that? Like planned that it. Was okay.
I planned it. Yeah. So if finances allow, I would like to do one every quarter. That would be my frequency to take a trip by myself every quarter. And I'd say 3 days would be, I'd say the perfect amount, but I don't always get that. But yeah, that recharges me. Sometimes I use my work trips to do that as well, to where, the last couple of times I've traveled, I went to Mexico City, to New York, I went to Japan, like all those places were all because of work, but I'm not working 24/7. And I like treating those as like kind of little getaways as well. Mm-hmm. And I come back with refreshed. I come back with a new set of eyes. I come back like, and it's different than taking a trip with the family. I love my trips with my family, but it's different because like I told you earlier, like I'm more focused on them when I take a trip with them. Like I want them to have a good time. I want them to be fed. I want them to enjoy the trip.
You're still doing service.
Yes.
And it's out of care versus for, money.
Yeah. And some people can recharge doing that. I'm not saying that you need to go and be by yourself. Like this is something that I found out myself, that I really feel good when I can go by myself for a bit and not be scared to request that time. I used to think it was a bad thing. Like, oh, I'm like, does that mean I don't want to be around my family? Does that mean I don't care? Like, like,
3 days off. You just don't want to be around them no more. Like, yo, I'm out.
But it has nothing to do with them. I used to think that it had to do directly with them. I'm like, oh, well, and I feel bad. Like, oh, maybe I should take somebody with me, or and I've just been okay taking the time. Now that's every quarter if I can. What I do daily is in the morning. My mornings are mine. Like I have to take the mornings for myself. So get up as early as I can. Lately it's been around 5, but from 5 to, I don't know, 10, I use those as like whatever I feel like I need to do for myself. And then I got my clients after and take care of that. And then 5, 6 o'clock, go home, and I got my family. But I make sure to set time for myself daily. Because if not, then I get pulled in every direction. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, then I'm drained. Then I come home like, give me a break, guys, or, but if I take the time for myself, then yeah, I feel great. So it's been, I've learned that I have to be strict with taking that time because it can easily get filled with other stuff if you're not intentional about it.
Yeah, I think if I was alone, bro, like I don't think I would recharge. I think I'd just be more in my head. So I think that's I think it's warranted, right? But I think 3 days now, you're like completely off grid at these times though, right? Like phone's off, all of that. So when I went camping this weekend, I actually thought about that for a second. Bro, I didn't have service for like 8 hours and I was spazzing.
Were you?
Bro, what?
Oh,
I watched Lion King only because Zen left it in the DVD player. Like without that, bro, I went crazy.
Bro, if I could, I don't completely turn it off because Jess can still reach me, and but if I could, I would.
Well, see, that was my thing too. I'm like worried, like, man, I'm like, man, if Zen calls me, like, I can't pick this up, or if something going, like, there was a time, bro, we didn't worry about emergencies every, like, few seconds before our phones were glued to our hands.
Yeah.
There was a time where we were kids and we just went outside and just had fun with no source of communication back to, home base, but we would still make sure we got home on time and do the same thing over and over.
Yep.
Now, the same kid that grew up in that environment can't even go, a day without Wi-Fi in the mountains, bro.
Yeah.
Which is insane to me. Because I was like, bro, I should be happy. Like, I have nothing binding me right now. Like, there's nothing holding me. I should be the utmost happy. And I was happy, bro. The trip was, but at the same time, I kept thinking, like, yo, check your phone. Like, oh, still no service. It was on SOS mode. And, check your phone. Oh, damn, nope. Then I'm walking around, like, trying to find a bar. I'm like, bro, what is this, heroin or something? Like, what? Why am I, just loosely walking around this campground late night, early morning, trying to get a bar service? Like, it's,
I thought you meant, like, an actual bar for some reason.
No. Like a bar of service, bro. I was like, but it felt like that. It felt like that. Like, it really showed me, like, damn, dog, we can't like we've been conditioned with these things. So like you being able to disconnect for like 3 days and just like, how do you set the ground rules for that? Do you like tell Jess like, yo, if it's an emergency, I'm here, drive out here? Or is it like, hey, this is an emergency way to contact me that only you can contact me?
Yeah, well, I'll be honest. I really don't set too many ground rules because it's already a lot for her to like. I don't want to say let me go, but
yeah, as for anybody.
Yeah. I don't want to be like, all right, now you let me go. Don't contact me. Yeah. So it's just I think she understands now that this is how I recharge. So like I said, not being afraid to actually express that. And she I think she does a great job of like respecting that. And, she'll, if she does call, it'd be like, say goodnight, morning, like the normal stuff. So I think it's a level of just respect and communication of expressing like what it is that you actually need, not like how I used to do it of like, let me go and so I can go turn up or like,
yeah. That's a big difference.
So,
it's a huge
this is literally me going to recharge and feel better because we're always connected. I'm always talking to somebody. I'm always helping somebody. I'm always assisting. I fight really hard for my space. So I don't have notifications on my phone. Like you won't hear a ring unless it's Jess. I have to set up boundaries to.
Bro, that makes all the sense.
Oh, what?
Like, 'cause sometimes I text you, I'm like, damn, like, this guy gonna text me back? Like, bro, I thought this was serious. I thought we were having a conversation about the pod, because I'll text you and then like 3 minutes later I'll hit you back and then it's like, damn, you're gone. Like, I mean, I get it, you cut hair, but like, bro, pick that phone up. Like, you were asking me about something, I give you an answer, you just disappear. But that makes all the sense now. Yeah. I didn't know that.
So at the end of the night, I'll send my last little messages. Phone goes away. So if anything else comes in after that, sorry.
Damn, bro, you like my grandpa. My grandpa does shit like that. Like, sorry, my cell phone was downstairs. Like, bro, it's a cell phone.
I have to though.
Yeah.
Because it's not that I don't want to talk to people. It's not that I don't want to respond fast or whatever the case is. If you want me to give you a proper response, and if you care about like my mental space or my mental health, then I have to set boundaries for myself.
Yeah.
So around 9:30, the phone makes its way away. Sometimes it's later and I can feel the difference. Like if I don't keep up with creating space and blocking stuff on my phone, within a matter of 2 days of like let's just say I'm on vacation or something and phone's in my hand more often and like I feel stressed. Like I feel too engaged. I feel too like my mind is just everywhere. Like I want to be in control of my own thoughts. I don't want to let Instagram like sway me towards anything. Like I want to be the one making the choice.
Okay.
Which also brings me to another thing, since we're talking about Instagram.
Big dog. It's your birthday week.
Because we were talking about, I said something about Instagram. I've learned that you can train your algorithm to help you. If there's something you don't want to see, not interested. If there's something that you want to see, like more of it. If, I don't know, let's just use something simple like public speaking. If you want to get better, I don't know, this might be a terrible example, but cooking, there we go, cooking. When I scroll, it's all recipes, meal prep stuff, all plant-based foods, like all things that I'm interested in, it's all things I'm interested in. this can also go the other way. Like I've been seeing other videos pop up where everybody's like, "Oh, my Explore feed is nothing but like big booty Latinas," or like,
bro, that's exactly what I was thinking in my head right now.
yeah.
I swear to you, bro. I was like, man, if I show him my Explorer page, it is all big booty Latinas. Damn, you just read my mind, bro. I was like, man.
So the thing that I learned with being more intentional, because when I get on social media, first I gotta like unlock.
See right now.
First I gotta like unlock it. Like, look at this. Like,
I remember you telling me about that.
So I can't get in. If you're looking at this with zoom in,
yeah,
I can't
bro, it's
get
time to change my algorithm, bro. This is insane.
So,
oh, midget. I'm wild,
bro.
I don't know where that came from. They just snuck that in. I feel like when people send you stuff too, things change.
But so I am the biggest. I will cuss for this one. I'm the biggest asshole when it comes to people sending me videos.
Yeah,
I don't watch them.
I don't send you any videos.
I know you don't. Thank you, because I won't watch it. Especially if you send it, you want a reaction from me or.
Bro, I don't want to watch videos.
Huh?
I don't want to watch videos when people send me. But when it starts saying like +4, like I think it gets to like 4 if they send like more than 4 memes, it'll say +4.
Yeah.
I start feeling like guilty, like, damn, I haven't responded to this.
No.
Like, there's a few people that every day they send me like stuff that matters. Like me and Twan will send things back and forth. Like things about just God's timing and things like that. And, you know, encouraging things. We'll send those back and forth. But then there's also like, I'll get like, bro, like 30 memes and jokes a day. And I'm like, damn, like I gotta look at these.
Yeah, I don't feel bad at all. At all. Now, it depends on the person sending it. Because you're right. I think Twine has now he doesn't send me all the time, but he has sent me one and it was something along those lines. But if I can see that it's a meme or something, I'm not clicking in because
I want to get to that space, bro, because I think that's what throws off my algorithm too. Like, I think just, you know, like these aren't just my
interests. Let me see. Pull it up,
bro. This is wild. If we reset, it's gonna be the same thing. Watch this. We'll reset it. Like, we can reset this again. Let's do it again.
All right, I'm gonna put you on the spot.
I don't care.
Are you interested in this stuff?
I don't need it. I mean, I can live without it.
Huh?
I could live without it. I don't need it.
So the thing that I was saying, you can train your algorithm
so let's go
help
here.
you.
We can go to not interested.
Go to not interested.
Where do I do that at?
Not interested. Boom.
Whoa.
Anytime something that comes up that you don't like or don't agree with, not interested.
I ain't gonna click undo. Click on. What? All right. So now let's refresh that. Oh, see, that's crazy. Not interested, bro. Oh, no, not interested. Oh, he got his foot on the head. How we do this?
You can pick whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. The topic doesn't interest me, I guess. Okay. So you built your algorithm.
I think people were sending me videos, bro. That was
doesn't. If you watch the videos. If you watch the videos and you respond to them and you send them and if you interact with them, this thing is reading you. So this is a reflection of you.
Bro, we just cleaned that up so fast. They're gone. And I got God, I got weightlifting and guitars.
There you go.
And soccer. There we go, bro. That's a clean algorithm.
There you go.
We're gonna miss the other stuff, but we don't need it anymore.
It's gonna pop up again. It's gonna test you. So the point that I'm making is the thing that I found out is if you want to train your algorithm, you can. If you want to train it to benefit you, you can. So it's up to you.
So like, let's say, all right, so like I got that screen printing press now. Let's say like I noticed this with YouTube. I watch one video on just like, cause it's been a minute since I screen print. So I watched one video on like just like that process of screen printing again. And like it's like riding a bike, bro. Once you know how to do it, you know how to do it. But I'm like, all right, how can I do it better than I did, a few years back?
Hmm.
And so I watched one video, bro, and it just rolled in. And now my whole YouTube algorithm is like, want to learn how to print this, want to learn how to print that. Not so much screen printing, but just printing, period.
Right.
Same thing with Instagram now.
Same thing. All the algorithms are there to feed you what you're interested in. So if you see stuff you're not interested in, something's wrong.
Bro, I thought that was just Instagram. Like, I thought everybody's Instagram looked like that.
No.
I was on some wild.
They used to be like that. It used to be like you could say, hey, you seen that video on it? And if somebody would be like, yeah. But now you could end up, we could be on two total different sides of Instagram.
Yeah, I was on a different side of Instagram.
But no, the videos that I've been seeing is they touch on like how that, like say you create your first account. Those are usually the first things that pop up of like trying to get people like.
Yeah, because it got the most engagement. Like, there's always gonna be like, sometimes I click on videos just to look at the comments. Like, the girl don't matter, she's there, but I'll click on like the comments and then see just like how many people and like what they say, and it's like, bro, what?
Yeah, that's
like, what are you? What? Where are you at? Where you could just like, I'd love to throw down with you. Like, bro, what? Compose yourself.
This is the crazy part of some of this. Have you seen the AI girls?
Yes.
Now, have you seen the comments?
Like their comments?
So you go to one of their posts. They obviously.
I don't think I ever dove in their comments.
It's very similar to a real person's comment. Like they don't know, or.
I don't think a lot of them know, bro. I think a lot of them are. No, go ahead. You go ahead.
No, I just wanted to bring it up to see if you've seen that, because that's a weird. Like you were saying, because if they're saying something to a real person, like it's still creepy. But now you're saying stuff to a
bot. I think there are grown ass men who don't care, bro. I know, bro. Like just from my own experience in life, there are weird people out there who couldn't, who don't know how to attract the opposite sex. And I don't want to say they're all weird. Some people like decide like, yo, I'm just not dating or I'm not doing this right now. But for some people, bro, that little bit of attention is everything to them. Like, even though they know it's not real, you know what I mean? They know it's no different than a child watching a Disney movie. I know this isn't real life, but it takes me somewhere that I feel better.
That's a scary place to be, I think.
100%. As an adult, yes. Because you're supposed to have a grip on the world and know, like, it's sad that there's people in our generation who can't, who sees the Starbucks barista every day, probably thinks she's, drop dead gorgeous, would love to take her out, but can't even vocalize that. But will go home and hop on Instagram and get under somebody's comments and type with their thumbs the wildest thing in the world. And it's like, bro, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
There's 48,000 other people in these comments saying the same exact thing. You think she's going to pick you? Like, no, bro. Like, I hate to be honest. Like, it just is what it is, bro. Like, you have to have some sort of, and I'm not saying, bro, like, I'm no Prince Charming. I'm no, like, you know what I mean? I know how to talk to people. That doesn't mean by any means I'm just going to get what I want out here. Like, that means I might be able to open the door, but that don't mean you're going to, get through it.
Yeah.
But it's just, bro, the AI shit is getting real sketch. One thing before we move on, I do want to touch on, because I did say I would show you this while we were podding.
Okay.
All right, so if y'all been paying attention to social media, there's I don't know if he's a chimp or baboon or something, but it is, I don't even know if it's a he. The thing's name is Pinch. It's I'm gonna say it's a monkey. I'm sorry, I was trying to be politically correct. Didn't want to use the word monkey, but it is a monkey.
So why are you showing me this, by the way? What is this?
So this monkey, bro, is a almost parallel to what we're talking about right now. So this monkey was born at a zoo in Japan. It is by far the smallest monkey. The story is that this monkey was abandoned by his mom. The mom didn't want him, I guess. I I think it might have been the mom that was like dragging him around pretty violently, right? So someone recorded this. They felt bad for him. The zookeepers gave him a monkey plushie. So like a stuffed like monkey teddy bear, if you will. Like teddy bear doll style. And he like holds on to this thing like it's his mom. He takes it all around the park. He doesn't let nobody mess with that thing. It's his one comfort blanket. But again, if we're talking real life, this is a bot. But it's okay for him because he's a child. He doesn't, or he's not a child. He's a baby. You know what I mean? He's infant monkey. He doesn't know what he's supposed to, like his mind isn't there yet. You know what I mean? And he's convinced all he feels is rejection. And then this is, you know, what he has. That's the problem with the dudes in the real world. All they feel is rejection, and these bots are what they got. They ain't got no choice. But that's, you got to learn to, you know, cope or whatever.
Let me see the monkey.
Yeah, let's go to him. Monkey man, let's find him, bro. I know, I feel like she sent it to me. So they try to give him a new bear, bro. And he don't want it. He's too connected. Yeah, let me find bro, I was getting this a million times before you had me hit not interested. Let's see, is this it? Oh, I think this is just a photo. Is it a video? So now there's a whole line, bro. There's a whole line. Maybe we'll try to show you guys this. We'll try to put it up there. I don't know if I'm not good at editing. David does it, so I can't promise it. But he was getting bullied, and they gave him this monkey, bro. And now he's the star of the show.
Dang.
But it's like it's just a story of like humility, bro. Like I guess. And it's interesting. Actually, here, this is the last one I'll show you. We can edit this shit out if we need to. But somebody made like a fake. This will give you more of a. Somebody made a fake Pixar
I'm
one.
sorry, but you will never be my son.
This can give you the story. Bro, it's heartwarming. He got rejected
Here,
by his
little
mom.
one. This is for you.
But he's completely captured Instagram, bro. Like you're talking like 50,000 likes for anything that I see with this guy's like.
Really?
Bro, look at the 78,000 likes. This shit just happened this weekend.
Oh. Dang.
That's how fast it moves, bro.
Oh, man. Yeah, I can't keep up. When you told me, I was like...
Yeah, you didn't know about it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they know. Maybe I'm just looking up a lot of shit that don't matter. But what's next on your list, man? Let's keep it rolling. I know
What else we got? It's
10:42.
There's one thing that obsessed me about the AI stuff, and it's that the AI pages, they obviously have figured out what works. And they copy it, and like their pages get thousands and thousands of views. And it's not just the AI like girls. It'll be a guy, but they'll take a word for word viral video from somewhere else and then just like make it different with
Have you
AI.
seen the AI ads? Like the ads like on YouTube, right? So there'll be one about like car insurance. It'll be like, hey, I got this check for $60,000. And it's like, some of them aren't real people. Honestly, I think it all might be AI. But they're using it for ads now because essentially, like, who lied to you? Not anyone with an actual face. You know what I mean? Not an actual person. If you got duped to spend money on this app by AI, who do you complain to? Like, if you can't find who's doing it.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't have ads on YouTube.
Really? Oh, you pay for it? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Baller.
It's the best investment I've ever spent because those ads they're terrible. Shout out to YouTube though. You know, that's where we're
Shout
on
out
right
to
now.
ads, bro. I got for Hims one time from ads.
You pay for Apple,
Yes.
Spotify?
I don't have Spotify.
How much is your Apple?
I think it's $9.99. That shit's on auto pay, so I just let it run.
Boy, it's balling.
It's been running forever. Oh damn, and I got Hulu and Disney Plus. I got both of them, and they both cover the same thing.
They cover Apple?
No.
Oh, so I pay for YouTube Premium. It's $17 a month.
Mm-hmm.
No ads. You can exit out of your videos and it still plays, all that stuff. And it comes with YouTube Music. So I was already paying
Can
for
I just search YouTube Music? Like, can I just search the song I want and pull up the video?
I guess.
What does YouTube Music do? Like, what's the difference?
It's like Apple. It's like Apple Music.
Oh, okay. So you
that's-
can
that's
like
the
ride in
point-
your car and listen to it.
Yeah, that's the
Like,
point I'm
okay.
making of like, you don't. Yeah.
Oh, bet. I didn't know. Okay.
So for a few extra dollars more, you can have.
Yeah, I'm kind of set in my ways. I'm an Apple guy. I got my
Hey.
playlist and everything. I
You can switch them over.
already
you
got
can
it
export
going
them.
already.
You can export them.
What's our
All right.
next
What else?
topic?
What else?
You
What
ain't
else?
switching
What
me
else?
to YouTube Music. Like a fed out here, bro.
We'll go back to the parenting real quick because this is something that I like that you do as a parent as well. So I said parenting becomes simple when you're able to be present. When you're able to give your kids the gift of you being present, not like you sitting on your phone and telling them what to do, or when you're able to be present with them, the questions of like, what do I do, become more clear.
Mm-hmm.
And that, like I said, that goes all the way back to me spending more time like with myself and like being able to go home and be present versus being disconnected. Yeah, I mean, that was a quick lesson I learned myself.
In between 36 and 37?
Yeah, I would say. Yeah.
What do you feel brought you to the realization of this? Because I don't want to jump to conclusions, or I don't want to say this is how it is, but your kids are around every day with you.
Mm-hmm.
So what's in your normal routine would make you come to the realization of this without any drastic change?
Well, first, this was just a random thought that I wrote down in my notes previous to this. And at the end of the year, I always kind of go through my notes and my journal and things, and that stood out to me. Now, was it something specific that stood out or that happened to make me say that? I don't know. I didn't expand on it when I found it.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say there's been some times where I think I would have less patience with them when it comes to them being them. You know, kids are unpredictable as it is, right?
I think it's because they're boys too.
Yeah, I mean, I know how crazy I was. So
Yeah.
like, and me having the patience to, like, I'm a pretty patient guy as it is, but with them, sometimes you kind of feel like, man, I've told you 1,000 times
Yeah.
already, like, you know? And so your patience kind of goes out the door because like you've told them 1,000 times, but then,
Boy, that's because you got boys.
yeah,
You had a little girl, dog. Oh, she eat
Yeah.
my patience alive, bro.
yeah,
Yeah, I can't.
I don't know. I
think if I had boys, I'd be just like you.
maybe.
I'd be less patient because I expect them to know already. Even though I know they don't know already.
You said you would be less patient with them?
With boys.
Okay.
Yeah, because I just feel like we're just harder on boys, right? Like you coach your boys, you like literally coach your boys in sports and things like that. So it's like it's just like, come on, man, like get it done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I find myself at times doing that to Zen. I'm like, bro, she's just a little girl. Like, you know, but I feel like if I had a boy, oh God.
Yeah, but so that's the thing that I've been learning. Like sometimes they don't react the best to that either. So I've had to come up with different approaches of being a little more patient with them and slowing down instead of like hitting them with more because they're already dealing with whatever they're dealing with. So if I come at them with like, then I know I didn't react the best to that when that was happening to me. So, so I am a little bit more patient with them. Sometimes it comes back to bite me, but for the most part, the patience is better when I just sit and listen to them, you know, and yeah, I'm able to be present. So
I think listening to your kids, I think that's the thing that maybe I feel like our generation kind of started. Like, because I don't recall, like, not saying my parents didn't listen to me, but I could say I don't feel like they fully heard me out. Like, I feel like with the environment of mental health and therapy and things like that being so acceptable now, it's allowed. Like, I do it all the time as in, I tell her, like, look, I don't want to spank you. Let's sit down and talk about it. Like, even to the point where, like, I sit Indian style or open my legs and we'll put our feet together just so it's like a connection type deal. And I'll put our feet together and like hold her hand and be like, what got you upset? How do we fix this? How do we... But I feel like that's something that I don't remember, you know. We grew up in an era of just like get past it. You know, you know, like I told you, like why? Because I said so. Like what the hell is that? Like
and that's the thing that I'm saying that wants to pop up out of me, and that's where I have to step back and say like I gotta break this cycle. Obviously that cycle didn't work, you know. If it did anything, it just locked me up and like turned me mute in a way of like I don't want to talk to anybody. Damn if you do, damn if you don't type of deal. So I had to break the cycle, and like I said, I think being present, and I think that helps out a lot. Not to say our parents weren't present, but they had their own things as well. You know, they had their things that they grew up with that turned them into that.
They didn't have resources either.
Like, didn't have resources, and it wasn't okay to feel, I guess, especially as a man. It wasn't. It was just like, oh, you feel this way? All right, cool. Now move on. Like, so I want them to. And I think Jess does a great job with that, because she's done a great job with me, with being being patient with, and caring about people's feelings, you know. Yeah. What else we got? Oh, this one's about the podcast. I wrote down that I thought that I was creating a podcast for you guys, but it's actually been an amazing tool for myself and for self-reflection. Because, you know, he said it earlier, I do the video editing. Now you're doing it also, but you pick up on things like your demeanor, how you're presenting yourself. You pick up on how I might say all the time or like, or whatever the case is. It's been a nice way to watch myself and learn from it. So
agreed.
Thank you for this.
No, thank you, bro.
Opportunity
this was your idea, and I just agreed to it, bro. At the end of the day. Oh, while we're on this topic too, because I got a few people to say sorry to. But I'm only going to say sorry to one, and that's David's grandma. I'm sorry for my language. I'm going to do better. I promise. I cut it down this time. I might have said like 3, maybe 4 cuss words. But I got you. Granny. Don't worry. Now, back to regular scheduled program for everybody else. You know.
So, I plan on doing this for as long as we can, because it's been such a great tool for reflection. We now have I have people coming up to me, Dave, I watched the last episode, like, and they tell me a story that stood out to them, and I'm like,
tell them like a post. Tell them that. Like, no, I'm just playing. That stuff don't matter, bro.
I mean, honestly, I'd rather them listen to the conversation, so them going on YouTube than just the quick clips that are on Instagram. But because we get into deeper detail on on the YouTube version.
in the long format.
So I think that the Instagram and TikTok and all those things, like I think it'll get to where it needs to be eventually. But I'm happy for the people that, sit and listen to it in their car or whatever the case is. Because some of these are long episodes, kind of like this one. So
same. I'm appreciative of it as well because I always say, bro, it's like it feels great to come here and be able to speak, just kind of freely. You know what I mean? Like we get to speak freely about different situations, and somebody might be going through that same thing and they're afraid to talk about it. One thing we're not afraid to do is, discuss it. And it's cool that we get to do it in this environment. Yeah. What you got next, bro? You've been 37 for a whole 24 hours, so you better realize something.
Let's see here. Oh, here's one that it was a quote that I heard from Ryan Holiday. But I think he quoted someone else. So I don't know.
Ryan Holiday the podcast dude?
Ryan Holiday is an author. He wrote a few books that I've read. One is called Ego is the Enemy. Discipline is Destiny, I believe. The Daily Stoic. You heard that one?
I feel like I just saw somebody reading that.
Yeah.
I just saw somebody post that. Or I saw the book somewhere yesterday.
So he writes a lot on like stoicism and but he quoted something from someone else and it said paper is more patient than people. And what? So let me give you more context. So he's a writer, obviously he writes books, but he was talking about journaling. This was in one of his journaling videos, and this is something that I've been doing in terms of writing more.
I get it already, but go ahead and explain. Right?
So, not everyone can sit and have this conversation I'm having with you, right? So the thing that I would recommend if you don't have anybody to talk to, is grab a book and just write. Don't get too caught up in like, if I'm writing this right, if somebody's going to read it. If anything, write it and then throw it away. It doesn't matter. But use that paper to almost free yourself from some of the things that you may be thinking. And just like the video podcast where you can watch yourself, you're basically putting your thoughts on paper and it's separating you from the paper. And you can take as long as you want. This is why it's stuck out so much. Is like paper is more patient than people. Like some people want to, why do you feel this way? Or they want a exact like reason for why you're saying what you're saying. When on paper,
there's no pushback. It's just there, and it's you letting it out. It's you venting on paper. I have a journal, something like that I wrote actually in that backpack. I got it like Dollar Tree, I think. It says, I believe in you. So like at different lunch breaks, when I do remember, I'm not like a routine type person, if y'all can't tell already. But on like different lunch breaks, when I remember, I'll write a note to her. And then one day I'll give this to her. Like that's about as far as my writing goes. Cause it makes me reflect is like, how did I feel that day? What did I pay attention to that she did that I can talk about? And then we can talk about later on when she's able to read, of course.
I heard of a cool idea that's similar to that, but it was through email. So you make an email for the person or the kid. I did that. You did that?
They cut my shit smooth off.
Who?
Gmail did.
They cut the email off?
Yeah, they cut the email off. They said that
you weren't using it?
I don't know, man. No, I was using it. I was sending, or I wasn't using it, but I was sending videos to it emails to it every day. And then it said that the email had violated community guidelines. Bro, I didn't do anything but just keep sending from my personal to the Zen account that I had. And like I would have to recover it, and then they would cut it off again. I get like 2 weeks, and they cut it off again.
Really? Never heard of that.
It was ridiculous. I'm like, what? I kept opening it with the same reason. I'm just trying to send, emails to my daughter. Let me see, bro. It has to be in here, because I feel like I don't have the email in here, but I feel like it would have sent me like a bounce back on. Where's it at? See, that was the email right there. And they cut that bad boy off.
Dang.
I was sending emails every day, bro. Now all I got is my email to look at that from, and like, oh, I sent this,
Dang, that's so unfortunate.
Yeah, so that's the one thing about email, bro. So I think you got to stick with the papers, patience type deal, because you hold on to that. It's tangible. You always got that. There's no hard drive. There's no, there's nothing behind that can go wrong.
Besides losing it.
Yeah, besides you losing that paper, that's it. But as long as you store it somewhere, you good. You got it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Journaling. I mentioned this on the, 14 or 13 at the beach. Journaling has been very beneficial for me. Very beneficial. It's on the topic of journaling. So journaling for me has been more effective with a prompt or a question. Picture yourself like ChatGPT, but in reverse. So I used to think like, I got to come up with the exact things to say, like to make journaling beneficial. Which there's so many different ways that you can journal. There's not one way that you can journal. My favorite ways are, giving myself a question or a prompt or just give myself a prompt.
Now you're asking yourself a question and then writing down how you feel about it, or your response to that question. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. One that's kind of stood, I don't know if I mentioned this on the last one, but one that stood out lately has been the higher self-reflection. So the person who has already figured all this out. So picture you in the future. How would you in the future, the person who has figured all this out, how would they respond to a situation that you're dealing with right now? Because we always picture the person in the future is like the person they know, they figured it out. Like they, obviously you're not going to be the same person. You shouldn't be the same person that you are in the future. That person is, most people, I'm rich and I figured all my business stuff out. Who that person, right? What would that person do in a hard situation that you're dealing with right now? And you'd be surprised what you say. Thinking about that.
You know what's crazy about that? I was just talking to my homie Skinner earlier, and I was telling him, he's like, yo, how far you want to go with being sober? He's like, bro, I feel like you're beaming right now. I shared the beach cleanup promo video.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, bro, you're beaming right now. And I was like, oh, thanks, bro. He's like, how long you want to go, like, not being sober? I was like, I don't know. Just like forever, really. Like I don't need it anymore. And then I told him, I was like, bro, I just want to be unrecognizable. Like I've never told myself that, but it just rolled off the tongue. Like, bro, I don't want anyone to walk up to me and like, yeah, you can remember me for what I did years ago, but I don't want anyone to walk up to me and be like, yo, bro, like, let's shotgun a beer. Like, I remember we used to get down. Like, nah, dog, I'm cool. Like, I want to be completely like, yo, he kind of weird now. He don't do none of that. Like, I want to be at the party and it's like, nope, I'm good. They just completely unrecognizable. To the point where, and I think that's kind of what it takes to elevate too. Like when you talk about the person in the future, what the person in the past, would have done or how they would have looked at it. You have to become unrecognizable to yourself in the mirror. You have to like make small chips at that. And then at some point you're just going to be like, damn, like this is who I am, not who I was.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good answer though. You want to be unrecognizable.
Yeah, that's it, bro. That's it. Like I don't want to be anywhere near who I was before, because again, I don't think that's who I was. I think it was what I was doing that made me,
Yeah.
But, I'm learning that now. Just a lot of new stuff I'm learning in life right now, bro. And just taking things slow and learning to heal and be happy, and that's all.
Yeah. And I think the coolest part about all that is you don't have the other labels to distract you from how you're feeling right now, because it's going to change. Things are always going to come up. You're always going to have to figure out how I feel about this, but you don't have the crutches of like, I don't want to think about this now. Let me go drink, or let me just numb this shit out. And now it's, so I think that's
Bro, I'm kind of surprised that I ever did anything. Like sometimes I think like, yo, how are you that weak-minded? Like hindsight's 2020, you know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah.
But I'm like, bro, how come you couldn't just do what you're doing now and just sit there and be like, nah, I don't do that, or nah, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I mean?
I think about that too.
I always think like, damn, where was your strength back then? Like, where would I be? Okay, I can get stuck in that, or I can be like, yo, let me just get unrecognizable. And that's what I'm gonna do.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Yeah. Now, what else you got on that list, man?
What else we got? I think I might have hit everything. Let's see. Now this is something that I already knew, but I got another, I would say, well, let me just say it first and then I'll figure it out. So I wrote down, the mind is easier to control when you take care of your body. So this is something I'm always preaching. I'm always talking to everybody about, take care of your body, because, for obvious reasons, take care of your body, but it also helps your mind. It helps you with those battles, how we were just talking about, like, well, why couldn't I make a better decision? But when I say take care of your body, I'm not just saying work out. I mean, the food you're eating, the things we're listening to, just being intentional about those things, because you can end up just like how you can end up in a certain side of the algorithm, you can end up in the same side of the algorithm in life also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
stuck in this constant loop of just not taking care of yourself, which ultimately puts you stuck in a constant loop of not taking care of your mental. Mental deteriorates. You start, chatting bots on Instagram because you don't have anything else. And
it's all connected. So if you can take the step of like taking care of your body, whatever that looks like for you, knowing what makes you feel good, or that can be taken in other ways too. Knowing what helps you feel your best, and then fueling yourself with that. And the reason why this hit over the last year, I kind of slowed down with some of my fitness stuff. And at first it was, I'd say it was okay. Like I still felt okay. I'm like, I'm good, whatever. I still look good. I still feel good, blah, blah, blah. But I wasn't being, I would say, disciplined. I was letting work get in the way. I was letting family get in the way. They're all good reasons of why you would put something off. But, a few months in, now it turns into me staying up a little bit later. Now it turns like, if you're disciplined, if you don't have the discipline to take care of yourself, take care of your body, other things are going to slip as well. And this is just, like I said, these are all specific to me. You can take them for what you want. But for me, I have to stay disciplined with my health, my body, and then my mind like follows. let's just give you an example of if I eat too much sugar, my mind is racing. It's all over the place. How are you supposed to make a good decision with your mind all over the place? Just one small example of something that I struggle with sugar sometimes, right? And whether it's ADHD or whatever the case is, but sugar does something to me where it does something to kids too. You see when kids like get all crazy.
Bro, it makes me want to eat more sugar.
Right.
Like I could not, like, bro, I can, and like ice cream, like my favorite flavors are like coffee, ice cream, and mint chocolate chip, and like matcha if they have it. But bro, like the amount of sugar in there, like I can go forever without eating it. But once I eat it, it's like, oh, I need like 3 more scoops. Oh, no, dog, I gotta go back tomorrow. Like it takes you a while to wean off of that.
But what does that do to your mental if you can't even explain why you're reaching for something, but your body's just doing something? And you're like, oh, it's good, but like, why am I sitting here? Why am I on my 3rd box or my 3rd bag or whatever the case is?
I'm about to do it when I go home. I'm not even thinking about it. Like, that's why I thought about it.
Yeah. So the point I'm making, the thing that I've learned is I have to stay as disciplined as I can for my body, for everything else to be okay. Yeah. I can't give myself any slack. That's how, the 1 drink turns to 2 and the 3 turns to like, as annoying as it is, I just have to be, I need to stay disciplined.
Got to, bro.
I've tried to skate the line of like, I'll be disciplined now, and then I'm here, and then it always ends up.
It'll go downhill, bro, because that's the type of people we are. I was going to let that shit fly in my eye before I wasn't going to bother it at all, bro. I was just for the camera purposes. I was like, they can't see this. It sticks, you know what I mean? But... yeah, man. The type of people, or we've been. I don't want to say we are, or maybe we still are. The downhill slope, right? So, like, why would I jump off the ski lift if I know I'm about to go downhill?
Yeah.
Just hang tight.
Yeah.
Wait till it comes back around.
Yep. So stay disciplined, ladies and gentlemen. Talking to myself, by the way.
Gotta stay disciplined.
I think that's
it.
No, I got one more.
I was gonna say you got a lot there, bro.
I've said most of them.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. This will be my last one. So, and it's funny because, I'll tell you who made me realize this after I say it, but, I no longer take pride in being able to do everything. And what I mean by that, there's a quote, I'm sure you've heard it. A jack of all trades is a master of none.
It's me.
And so I think we're kind of similar in that regards. There's a lot of stuff that we're good at, and it spreads us thin. And for me, my lesson over the last year wasn't necessarily about talents. It was more so of like focusing on what I actually want. And still a work in progress, but being able to focus on 1 or 2 things still very hard for me because I still think of
everything else you need to do,
everything I need to do,
or that you can get done.
Yeah, but I have this habit of like, I can do it, and I'm finally okay with like not being able to do everything.
Yeah.
When we started this, what was I trying to do?
Everything. I was trying to do nothing. I was just trying to show up. Like, honestly, I didn't know how much it took. And especially, I can't imagine when we had 3 cameras, how much that took you, bro. I had no idea, bro. I just thought, I don't know why I thought, like, we'd just sit down, we'll just talk, and then it just, like, records and then just gets uploaded. I had no idea, bro, until you were like, yo, try this, try that. And I'm like, yo, this guy's effing crazy. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way he thinks I'm about to be editing this. But then I had to think, like, yo, he just edited the whole episode. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Make these clips. Get it done.
Yeah, man.
It's a lot.
It is. It is. And I'm finally okay with, like, trying to help, or I'm finally okay with delegating. That's the word that I've been learning. That's the word I'm still learning about. And
Yeah, tell me about it, bro. You just throw me stuff like, hey, that's it. Try that. Like, oh, damn, what? I don't even know the login, bro. Let me get the password before you ask me to do something. Oh, speaking of delegating, let me run that that beach cleanup page. Watch what it does, bro. You're just part of it. I'll run it all.
Hey, go for it.
You don't need to
Yo,
touch
when
it.
you
Don't worry
said,
about it.
yo, I got it, I was like, yes.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, so I get so caught up in, like, wanting to do everything, man.
Mm-hmm.
Want to do everything. And it hurts me because I try to make it perfect. And it slows progress. It's slow progress on things that I've been working on way before this, of like wanting to be perfect or wanting to have the exact whatever, and waiting for me to do it. You know,
Bro, what the fuck's up here?
yeah, I don't know. You know who brought this to my attention?
Oh,
I mean, it's something that I've known for a while. Like, I know that I try to do everything, blah, blah. But do you know who brought it more to my attention?
let me think. It's got to be somebody that's around you. I don't want to say it's Jess because I feel like she would have did that a long time ago. And dudes aren't really good at listening to their wives. So I don't want to say it's Jess. Dude, who else could it be? Is it Antoine?
No.
James?
No.
All right, I'm out again. Oh, well, maybe Vince?
No.
Okay, I was thinking somebody who might be a delegator.
ChatGPT.
Really?
ChatGPT. There's a conversation I was having with ChatGPT.
I do that too.
Right?
I'm glad this ain't me, bro. I thought it was just me for a minute.
But the conversations are always, because I use ChatGPT to help me. You can use it as a mirror. You can use it as, some people say they use it as therapist and all that. I wouldn't do that, but
I did.
But because I use it in some of my business things, I run a newsletter, I got blogs, I'm doing this now. I use ChatGPT as a productivity thing. Like, how can I do this more efficiently? And that's one thing that ChatGPT is really good at. It analyzes all the different possibilities, and it's non-biased. So it's not gonna, I guess it wants to help you, but it's a productivity tool at the end of the day. It's there to help you be more productive. I mean, that's the first question I ask you. What's going on? What can I help you with? Like, it's there to help you, right? So if you use it as a productivity tool, it's going to see the things that you're doing that you need help with. Yep. And so it caught me out because I trained it. I gave it a specific prompt in the back end of saying, like, don't sugarcoat my stuff. Don't validate my ideas. Challenge what I'm saying. Follow up with like 3 extra questions for me to reflect on, or whatever the case is. So it's not just giving me just like BS. And it asked me, it's like, yo, like, you're only one person. How are you supposed to be a podcast host, barber, with all these things that you're doing? Like, how are you really supposed to do all this? And I just said, Well, I thought I could. It's like,
why can't you though?
well,
Like I know it spreads you thin, but I asked myself this other day, cause like, bro, you want to do RV rental company, you want to do beach cleanup, you want to do print T-shirts for our stuff, and it's like you also have a 9 to 5. It's like, bro, you want to do all of this, but and I started to fall in that place where it was like you said, I'm only one person, but I was like, why not? Like, why can't I be the person that just drinks coffee and stay up all day?
So you can. Where I was lacking was being as specific as I can on what it is that I'm trying to achieve and prioritizing what's more important. Because at the end of the day, there's only so many things that you can do. There's only so many things that you can be productive in to where all those things get the return, the best return on it. Because in my case, I could, like, there's small tasks, like, let's just say, at the barbershop, right? Where I give the most value is cutting. But there's also other things that come with cutting. I gotta sweep. There's towels. There's all these other little things that go along with that, me wanting to cut. And all those little things take away time from the thing that actually brings back the most value. Me being behind the chair brings the most value. And if I'm stuck doing all the sweeping, all the booking appointments, all the texting to get like, oh, can you come at 5? Nah, can you come at 6? Nah, I'm only free on Friday. Well, then can you?
Yeah, that's taking up a lot of time.
Taking up time.
You might go back and forth 3-4 messages with one person. Now you multiply that with 3-4 people a day, and each conversation's taking 10 minutes. Now you done lost 30-40 minutes a day.
Right.
And then that's happening every day. It's like, okay, I got you.
Yes. So the point I'm making is, yes, you can do all these things, but
what's your opportunity cost?
What's your opportunity cost? But where is it in these things that you can spend the most time to get the best return on it? I heard someone else say this about languages. You could learn, let's just say if you're trying to learn Spanish, you could learn, let's just say 100 of the most commonly used words in that language, and you could damn near be fluent. Because you focused on the top 100 words that are being spoken. Where can you do that in the goals that you're trying to achieve to get the best return for that thing? If you're trying to do all these things, you might as well be doing the most important stuff, not the small little things.
Yeah, the little things that the little tedious things.
Yeah. So the
things that just add up time and for no reason.
Exactly. So the thing I learned was like, yes, I can do. I'm not saying that I can't do a lot of things, but for me to be successful at these things, I need to put my time in the best spots of those things. So, and that's what kind of ChatGPT helped me realize is like, all right, I'm sitting, trying to find the best parts of the podcast when I can feed ChatGPT the transcript and it can pull
everything.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So learning how to use time better and delegating has been helpful.
I think that's part of growing up, bro. Because when you're younger, you try to smash so much things into a day.
Yeah, I thought you were about to say something else.
No. That too, but no.
I gotta use the bathroom, bro. Honestly.
All right, let's get out of here, man. Let's listen. We had a great talk, bro. And happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. This has been Daily Deposits. This is episode number 15.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sticking with us. We will continue to bring you content with substance that you will learn from. David's got to go pee, so we out of here. Peace.
Peace.